Ladies and gentlemen, I've got a question. If you could have anything you wanted in chess, what would it be? Would it be the return permanently of Mittens? Would it be Frank getting to Grandmaster? Would it be you finally hitting 500 elo? Would it be Magnus versus Hikaru on demand anytime we want? Because in today's video, I am going to be sharing with you two games that they played yesterday in the Title Tuesday tournament. They were each paired against each other in both the morning edition and the evening edition, and I did live commentary on both of these games. The first one was live on stream. The second one was actually off stream. That's how dedicated I am to this. I hope you enjoy. Come on, dude. Do it for my YouTube content. Oh, he accepted. Let's go. Hikaru's got white. He starts with A3 because he likes to troll. All right, now it's a Queen's Gambit, D4, C4. It's a King's Indian. That's what it is. It's a King's Indian defense. All right, that's what this is. A King's Indian where both sides have played A3, A6. Actually, I think this probably benefits black. Because I think black in many lines likes to play A6. I don't think white likes to play A3. All right, C5. Magnus is not going for E5. He's going for the C5. And now Hikaru's doing this in the way where he doesn't take or do anything. He doesn't play D5. Yeah, he's just keeping the tension. At some point, Magnus will run out of moves. He might have to take on... There it is. Wow. All right. Bishop B7 or Rook A7? Because this is a huge threat. Okay, Rook A7. Now Hikaru's got cannons. This is one move. What else? I really like white's position, by the way. Don't you? I really like white's position. I would just play like Rook C1, B4. This is what I would do. Computer really likes A4, A5. A4 with the idea of poking there, and then if black plays A5, it's a massive overcommitment. And then, okay, yeah, see? See? Hikaru plays like I play, which is either a very good sign or a very bad sign. I would have played B4 because, you know, it feels very weird to play A4. But A4, A5 was the idea there. And see? I said Rook C1 and B4, all right? Now, Magnus probably wants to put a knight on E5 because he can't put a knight on C5 anymore. Yeah, I just said B4, Rook C1, right? I just said that. You see, when I don't play the games, I don't get so nervous. See, I said Rook C1, B4. All right, now it's a massive question of, you know, Knight D5, right? Knight D5. Now it's a massive question of what's next. I think taking is a massive mistake, by the way, by Magnus, because it gives Hikaru unrestricted access to C6, and that would be really bad. What did Magnus play? He played E6. So he's like, okay, Hikaru, it's not checkers. I don't have to take. So you take me. Now Hikaru plays G3 to try to go here. And Magnus plays there, and probably he will play Knight E5 attacking this, and Hikaru will play, I don't know, Queen B3, Queen E2. Whoa, but now Hikaru can play F4, no? But then E5 might be a problem. Any bonus points in the chat if you know what this structure is called by black? Hedgehog. Hedgehog structure. I didn't give you a chance to answer. All right, that's not hanging. I would, yeah, you gotta go for H3F. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. By the way, I love how they're just the two titans. Like, these guys are 3265 average. Oh my goodness. You see, if Hikaru could play F4 and Knight D7 would happen, he would be in great shape. But actually, Magnus is threatening to take this and then anchor in his knight. This is actually very bad. Hikaru's got to be very careful here. The computer wants B5 because it prevents black from playing B5. Okay, Knight F3 is a more human approach, but now Magnus will take and play B5. He's just going to be a pawn up. And 45 seconds. Which is exactly where Hikaru wants him, by the way. Whoa, 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 whoa. Because I feel like Hikaru... he got a pawn back. He got a pawn back. He used tricks and he got a pawn back. He used some tactics. But here comes Magnus. Rook C3 on the way, potentially. Rook C3. Yeah, this is a problem. I mean, the queen side here is under a bit of fire. Oh my god. That's so nasty. Tactical defense. Anyway, as I was saying, Hikaru's got him right where he wants him because this is like the type of position that Hikaru will save for breakfast or lunch or dinner. Queen d3. This is nuts. Look at this. Everything's defended. I mean, the man has defended everything. Bishop a1 is top engine move. Bishop a1. What? This is the top engine move? What does that even do? What? Oh my God, we have got to analyze that. I saw the idea of bishop a1. It was absolutely stupid. Okay, Magnus is trying to trade the queens, and he's trying to win the endgame by utilizing his long-range pieces. Because this knight is very bad. And the bishop doesn't have to be on a1. What the heck? Bishop a1? Oh my lord. Okay, now it at least makes more sense to move the bishop. Like, I would go bishop e5 because you need, yeah, of course you need to go to d6. Hikaru's in a tough spot. It's very tough to move any pieces. Magnus should probably just slowly bring his king. Or that. What is the idea of that move? I don't know. Is he trying to go here? Okay, I have no idea anymore. Knight. Wow, it's really tough to move. Oh my goodness. Hikaru can't move a piece. Bishop e2? Oh my goodness. Bishop f2 though. I guess he's chucking it. To play e5 maybe? I don't know. But e5, yeah. Bishop g2. Two pawns though, right? No, but then knight's... No, this hangs. King g2 and then knight c4. You really never know with Hikaru, man. I'm telling you, like, you don't want to do this because king g2, knight c4, but I mean, it's got to be the right move, right? King g2. All right, 40 seconds. I mean, if he saves this game, it's. Okay, rook f1. Hikaru is so good with his back to the wall. I mean, it's really. No, bishop d1 doesn't work. Yeah, rook e1 is the only move, and or that. Bishop a6. Oh, knight d2. But what about this? Knight f3. How does he do this? Like, how does he just keep the game going? I mean, it's probably over. Like, bishop d7 is an idea, or bishop c2. Oh, it's a mutual scramble now, dude. Oh my, there's no way, right? 12 seconds? Oh my God, Magnus has 10 seconds on the clock. Oh my God, this is nuts. There's no way, right? Bishop c3? It's gotta be over. Knight b, okay. Oh my, I'm terrified. Here, that's it, right? Oh, he's going. Wait, he's sacking everything. Whoa. King g2. Wait, the rook. Oh, the pawn. That, yeah. That's okay. Okay, no more extracurricular activities. It's got to be, yeah. Bishop f5. Bishop f5. There was just, oh, okay, yeah, that. Ah, all right. Magnus got one back. I don't know the last time that Magnus actually won in Title Tuesday. Wow. That was the first time Magnus won in Title Tuesday against Hikaru in a very long time, actually. Wow. Yeah, that's tough. Okay, can we please address Bishop a1? Multiple times in the middle game, the computer wanted Bishop a1. It wanted Bishop a1 here, I think. Or where? Yeah. Here. Top engine move, Bishop a1. What? Do you know what the idea of Bishop a1 is? Oh my God. The idea of Bishop to a1 is that black wants to play e5. So black wants to play e5, bishop d4. Oh my God. Oh my God. And there's no way to anchor that any other way. And if you play bishop b2, oh, well, that's really sad. I could probably draw this game. Okay, I'm inspired now. I'm inspired. All right, folks, here it is. Last time they played, actually the last few times they've played, Hikaru has played a3. This time he goes for a normal opening. I imagine Magnus will go for Sicilian, maybe a French. Oh, he goes for a6. Oh my God, this is insane. Wow. All right, I mean, that's pretty bold. Playing a3 with white is... This is ridiculous. These dudes just refuse to play each other on normal ground, so at least they have a built-in excuse when one of them loses. Magnus is playing a hippo, I guess? Kind of. He's playing a baby Peerts. I mean, he hasn't put his bishop here, which... I don't really know what else you could do. Wow. Is Magnus just going to fianchetto both bishops, but not actually move them there? This is insane. This is like a tremendous level of disrespect. Ugh. Let me know if you enjoy the offline commentary. Hikaru playing nice and solid here. Not complicated. Yep, keeping it nice and tight. Magnus will play knight d7 or castle. Although in a lot of these hippos, you tend not to castle. There's positions you don't castle. At some point, white has a completely dominant center and could get really aggro. Hikaru playing a bit of a waiting move, also a bit of a prophylactic move. Just kind of making, you know, just a useful, flexible move. F5 now is, according to the computer, completely winning. Apparently, white is perfectly equipped now to just send a rocket ship down the center of the board. Yeah, Hikaru a bit hesitant to do that. Magnus takes. And now apparently Magnus has to castle, and he does. And visually speaking, I mean, it looks like, again, the cannons are just absolutely pointed in this direction, but... And Hikaru does, in fact, play the move queen g3. It's not an easy position, though, and Magnus does meet him there now. And it's one of these positions where you have to jump in and do something. For example, knight h4 here looks decent, but it doesn't carry much of an issue. Knight f5 now is apparently very good, and you cannot play queen g6. Yeah, Hikaru's gotten himself in a little bit of a situation here. Now d5 is very well timed. If it wasn't for d5, Hikaru's sacrificing a pawn here, damaging Magnus' structure. If it wasn't for that move, Magnus would have played knight e7 and had a very powerful bishop. Like, for example, he would have went knight e7, but we can analyze after. So Hikaru is actually better. Apparently, the other knight to d4 was preferred. The computer preferred keeping a knight on f3. I think it's because if Hikaru had moved that knight there, he could have moved this knight here and here. Magnus is now utilizing the g file and his slightly weakened king actually against Hikaru. Magnus's bishop is totally offside here. He could try to move it into the game and trade it, but he also can put his rook on e4, which is just extremely menacing. Hikaru would like to put his knight on d4, and the knight on d4 versus a light-scored bishop is like a French bishop. Not that this is a French defense. It's kind of a French defense. Yeah, there's bishop a4, which... When these guys are playing my moves, I get concerned. Now, Hikaru could play rook d2 to unpin himself. He'd like to play knight d4, but he would need to go here. And I wonder if Magnus's intention is to capture the knight, because if the knight goes to d4, it will never be removed. Ever. And yeah, Magnus is thinking, because it's actually very unpleasant to take with either piece. And I think probably taking here is bad. But... What? So if bishop takes bishop c6, oh my god. I mean, the computer's unconcerned. It's just, I don't know if Hikaru will have the nerves to play rook d2. That is a crazy move. It makes sense, though. I mean, it unpins, it transposes to the other line. Yeah, d4 is a crazy move. Again, this move deals with this pin. It deals with the threat on g2. Your bishop is a sunk cost. You're not going to be able to save it, because if you touch it, bishop c6. Hikaru might just think he's in trouble after d4, but obviously I'm sitting here watching with the engine on. So it's a little easier. Yeah, Hikaru significantly tanking, and he does find it after 53 seconds of thought. That's a long time. And he's still better. Queen h3 now attacks this and forces a trade. not really a trade, but I mean, that the bishop is just hanging. Black has to take. Magnus takes in a way that f5 is defended and now locks this in. But again, I still think Hikaru is probably visually for choice with some of these targets. But as you can see, his advantage dissipated very quickly. Apparently after bishop e4, he had to do something else. So Stockfish clearly unimpressed and gives a lot of value to this very powerful bishop on e4. And yeah, I might be making a slight amendment. I mean, the more pieces that you trade, the better it gets for white. If the queens come off and white can play g3, white will never get mated and the bishop will not have a target. The knight and the rooks, on the other hand, are quite nice, and Hikaru does play that. Magnus could play d5. Okay, he's going for naughty stuff over here. This looks terrifying. Rook c1, rook c5, there might just be queen b1. Somehow there is no mate. I mean, wow. I think if black tries to do this, it's just too slow. I think now also there's queen e1. The computer wants to leave and I guess go this way, but that seems, I mean, yeah. Apparently now knight e6 is just a fork. But there is queen h1, but apparently, oh my goodness. Oh, Hikaru missed it. There was a fork and Magnus just trades. Oh my gosh. And this is defended now. Probably rook b2 is a nice move to attack the weakness. And then, yeah, Hikaru now will be able to play this and this, and he's completely fine. As long as he can play king d2 and knight d4. Yeah. This is good stuff. There it is. He's going to get the blockade. He doesn't even have to do that. He could try to do some other stuff like rook b4 and a4. He really wants to play for a win. Magnus, I guess, is trying to... Yep, there it is. Very well-timed move. Magnus down to 10 seconds. B-A, okay. Hikaru going for a6 and maybe by extension a4. Rook b7, rook b2 is scary. Magnus just walking in his king. I mean, that's a terrifying sight. Because if you lose that, you might lose everything else. Although h6 is hanging, but apparently Hikaru doesn't take it. Rook here? Okay, I guess it's just a draw. King g2, king f2, and I don't think that this is losable, but I'm not the one playing the game. Uh-oh, maybe it is losable. Yes, they will just repeat moves. Maybe they won't just repeat moves. And then if knight d4, he will try again. Yep. Apparently g4 now. That's a very tough move to play. That's oh my god, if there's a man alive who would play that and keep his nerves, it's Hikaru. There's no threat. There's just no threat. And okay, just don't play f6 and hang everything. Now you can play f6, king g5. Oh! Magnus flagged! Oh my god. Oh my god, that's crazy. I did not even realize how little time he had. That's insanity. What a hold by Hikaru. Super clutch. And he takes the lead. The endgame is a draw if just king g5. That's just the fork. I mean, it was right there for the taking. This is just a draw. But my god, I mean, if there is a man alive in the position after rook a7 that plays g4, it's Hikaru. I mean, that's just insanity. Completely cold-blooded. Evaluating this safely, and wow, that's how it goes sometimes. And apparently Magnus blundered big time with queen b1. Apparently there was just a fork, which is funny. I guess rook c3, queen c3. Yeah, and there's like a mate threat. And if you play queen h1 looking for all this, you take that rook and the king walks out freely and you block. So Hikaru was winning for a move, half a move. But as always, they provided us with a high-quality battle and ultimately a draw. But, I mean, my god. Wow. Oh my gosh, that was... what a game.